Coach Curry and Big Apple basketball mean a lot to me. I struggled with taking accountability, and him helping me take accountability for myself, for my actions, has definitely helped me mature. Before working out with Coach Curry and Big Apple basketball, I was struggling when it comes to just being confident in myself. I almost wanted to just stop playing, to be honest. He's helped me realize God's grace and how, like, that should be the main reason why I should be confident in myself, because He's with me.
Our expectations of the support we would receive from Coach Curry far outweighed what we expected. He was there every step of the way to assist Nolan. He treated Nolan as his own, and we were always very comfortable with him and what he was going to do with Nolan.
Jason Curry's impact on my family lives has been a blessing. Nothing I would have ever anticipated, but going through this journey with Jason, it's just been a tremendous blessing. I wouldn't change it for the world, and I hope and pray it continues to go in this fashion. I think it's important to donate to Big Apple Basketball. This organization is not biased. It's willing to take the best kids to the worst kids. Something like this needs to continue to go on. It's needed out here. It's missing, and not enough of this out here in this world. So I strongly recommend, help keep this organization going by donating.
Jason, before that, I have never got a chance to tell you that me and Jacob are one of your biggest fans. And actually, I really appreciate it. For so many years, you have been working with Jacob. I really want to show my appreciation that Jason Curry never charged my son for the whole time he worked out with my son. I really appreciate that. And actually, from my heart, I would say that you are not only just a trainer for him, you are also a mentor and a role model for him.
Ever since I met Jason Curry, I feel like it's been like a God's blessing in disguise. He's extremely humble. He's modest. Looking back at it, Coach Jason is one of the realest coaches I've ever had that just teaches out of pure love. He's one of a kind. I also really do look at him as a role model. Like off the court, he's always spreading positivity. Every time I check his Instagram, it's always positive. As my mom was saying, I look up to him. I do look up to him. He's a great guy, and overall, you can't have a better person around your child or your family for basketball or just in general.
So I came across Jason Curry at Big Apple Basketball this past summer. We live actually in Shanghai, China, and I remember calling Jason and saying, hey, look, I'm only going to be in New York City for the next 2 days. I heard a lot about you and Big Apple Basketball. Is there any way we can connect? And Jason could not have been more kind. He immediately took the call. He not only discussed with me what he can do for Dylan and what Big Apple can do, but he was able to get up the next day and took Dylan aside and trained Dylan for 2 hours. And it was just tremendous to be able to get Jason to be able to contribute and to teach Dylan some, I think, really great skill sets and practice drills that Dylan had never done before. And it didn't stop there, although it was just a 2-hour session. We've been speaking to Jason throughout the year now that we're back in Shanghai. Dylan is looking at playing at the college level, and Jason has been instrumental in guiding us and giving us some good insights on where he thinks Dylan should train next summer in some schools that may be accessible to Dylan. So we've been absolutely thankful and grateful for Jason and Big Apple Basketball and all they're doing for Dylan while we're all the way out here in China.
As an international student, the training and care that Jason provided has been truly invaluable, not just by providing transnational connections with coaches and players in Shanghai, but also providing training and methods for me to improve my skills in the game as a whole.
We've been communicating with him to the point where Jason was able to connect us with an alum from Big Apple Basketball who is a professional basketball player here in Asia. And with those connections, It turned out he actually lives in Shanghai. So it's a big world, but Big Apple basketball somehow is able to make these international connections, even when they're just based in New York. Things can happen even globally. So we really appreciate Jason and Big Apple for those connections.